This is ContactTalkRadio.com. Consciousness in action. And you are taking action into your consciousness by tuning into Contact Talk Radio.
And on TuneIn.com, Ping.fm, and UpSnap Mobile.
Contact Talk Radio.
Welcome to your weekly empowerment hour. You are now tuned in to The Carrie Murphy Show. Ignite the light of your soul. Hosted by award-winning media personality, international best-selling author, and spiritual intuitive, Carrie Murphy. This is your personal invitation to expand your awareness and consciously create an abundant, prosperous, and joyful life. Carrie's intention is to create a sacred space, a soulful sanctuary, and transformational unity community for millions of souls around the world. Following a near-death experience in 1997, Carrie's mission became clear. She is dedicated and devoted to being a pure instrument of the divine, sharing insights designed to expand the horizons of your imagination and unleash your greatest potential. Carrie offers energetic and practical insights to support you in claiming the inner worth, outer wealth, and optimal health you desire and deserve. And now it's time to get started. Let's welcome your host, Carrie Murphy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Carrie Murphy Show, Ignite the Light of Your Soul. I'm Carrie Murphy, and I am excited and delighted to be here with all of you today. Thank you for joining me. I want to extend a bright and a beautiful good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you tuning in from around the world. Thank you for being a part of this sacred circle and listening family. I encourage you to join me live here every Thursday at 12 noon Pacific. The easiest way to listen live is go to my website at carriemurphy.com. That's CARI, by the way. All your replays will be there as well. You can also go to iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, so many places. But if you're on iTunes, would love for you to rate and comment on the show there. Just enter in the Carrie Murphy Show to find it. My intention, just like it was when I began this show in 2010, is to reach millions from all corners of the globe, soul family, as we come together each week to get soulfully uplifted, ignited, and empowered. This really is your empowerment hour. But if you're wanting to feel empowered for more than 1 hour a week with this show, check out my other series, the Straight Talk for the Soul series that I do on the other days of the week. Just go to straighttalkforthesoul.com. You can also listen to that on iTunes as well, just like this show. So I am excited about our topic for today. The topic that came through this past week that I've been jotting down some notes on that I really want to highlight is your 5D communication upgrade, sovereign expression, divine delivery, and absolute transparency. Now is the time for empowerful, F-U-L-L living. And the intention of these messages today is to bring vibrational value to your voice. Vibrational value to your voice so that you become a divine synthesizer and harmonizer with your voice, so that your voice becomes a vibrant vessel, bringing vibrational value into the world. But before I go any further, I want to ask my favorite question, and that is, what is the best that could happen today? What is the absolute best that could happen during our time together? How about a communication upgrade? How about pure divine delivery, compassionate connection, sovereign expression, and potent transformational transparency? How about that to up-level your experience? This is all about propelling you forward on your ascension journey. It's really a beautiful blessing that there is this radiant river of divine revelations that flow through me on a daily basis. And so this platform allows me the opportunity to share these reflections and revelations to resurrect the light of our souls and remind you of your daily opportunity to experience a restoration, a renewal, a rejuvenation, and a replenishment of your radiance. And I am humbled to be a vessel of this sacred wisdom. It's intended to serve as an activation of remembrance of your own sacred wisdom, knowledge, and light. So today I am intending for an instant elevation right here and now, an upliftment of your consciousness, and a victorious vibrational upgrade of your voice, and the integration of your soul's light into your expression so that it'll serve as a sacred gift for your journey. One thing I want to highlight is that our words matter. They literally turn into matter and materialize in our physical reality. So let's intend to personally and collectively enhance and upgrade the potent, powerful materialization of the divine in our experience. Tangible manifestations of the divine reflected in our daily experiences, in our relationships and unfoldings. That is the pure intention for this 5D upgrade today. And in order for you to fully receive, open up, just allow the messages that will benefit you most today to come through. I want to begin with a little breathing and moving to establish a clear signal. So that you're open and receptive to the insights that your soul really wants you to hear and receive today. So let's get started with that. Let's collectively intend that with each conscious holy breath that we resurrect the light of the divine within us, and that we raise our vibration easily, gracefully, and beautifully. And just let the purity of this light permeate every cell of your body, every crevice of your consciousness. This is our sacred service work. Activating, igniting, and celebrating our light is the most purposeful practice that we can cultivate here. So let's go ahead and begin with that. Let's breathe in the radiance of your soul and hold as you expand, expand, expand. And now release. Let's take in another deep cleansing breath, breathing in more of the light of your soul, feeling your aura expanding, expanding. And exhale and release. And now let's do one more. The power of 3 is so important. Let's breathe in deeply and hold. Expanding, expanding, expanding your aura. And just release. I want you to feel fully present, fully receptive, fully open for our time together today. And now I want to encourage you to move your beautiful body, stretch your body while simultaneously intending to stretch your consciousness today. Stretch, breathe, shake out your hands. You can gently rotate your neck and your shoulders up and down, all around. And I also invite you to stretch your smile, that beautiful smile of yours. I know it may feel silly, but do it anyway. This is how we just get energy flowing, and it enlivens you. And if you want to get up and move around and jump around, anything to get the energy flowing, because breath and movement are crucial components to expanding your consciousness and realizing your radiance and amplifying a sense of vitality. So let's all take in one more deep cleansing breath and just hold for a few seconds. And release, let go. And now that we're all lit up and ready, you guys are lit up and ready to receive. Let's dive in. So again, we're talking about your 5D communication upgrade, sovereign expression, divine delivery, and absolute transparency. Our voice is the transmitter and the receiver for our soul. And it has the capacity and potential for being that when we direct it in this conscious way. So without awareness, we may not be experiencing the fullest potential of this gift. So today I want to highlight the gift of your voice, the gift of your communication, and the gift of upgrading your expression and delivery so that it aligns with the brilliance and the loving nature of your soul. So I'm talking about pure, potent, powerful, proclamations from your divine voice. I'm talking about crystal clear communication because, again, your voice matters. Frequency actually forms. So what that means is your words matter. They literally turn into matter. You create with your voice. And so what you consistently express becomes a manifestation in your physical reality. Therefore, clear intentions with your expressions are really important. They matter very much. The energy contained within your internal expressions, what you say to yourself, that running internal dialogue, and those that are verbalized, those are the building blocks of our reality. So the words that we speak, they are energetic proclamations and declarations to the universe. They are so powerful that they create the reality of our lives. So it's time to become aware and empowered. So I'm going to ask you some questions. You know, I love questions. They open the door of awareness. So is your voice being utilized as an instrument of condemnation or celebration? Is it contributing to the cultivation of your consciousness or the collapsing of it? Is it allowing for growth and healing, or is it just perpetuating problems of the past? So with awareness and with conscious daily devotion, we can become direct deliverers of divine intentional expression. This is daily devotion to become direct deliverers of divinity and be authentically aligned vessels of truth so we can upgrade the quality of our communication with ourselves and others to allow for an entirely new experience that is rewarding on every level. So today, let's all prepare our voices to be pure, powerful, potent, peaceful, purposeful vehicles of the divine. You know, throughout this journey of life, our soul goes through cycles of purification, refinement, expansion, and evolution, where we have the opportunity to further upgrade the totality of our expression in the world. And so today I want to really dive into the refinement of that expression, the vocalization of pure truth, and the intentionality with which we can deliver deeply purposeful messages that reflect our highest expanded state of consciousness in every moment, or as many moments as possible. So this upgraded expression is an authentic divine delivery of heart encoded messages that will allow for beautiful connection, that will allow for healing and compassion and unity rather than the opposite. So this requires a very honest and authentic look at the ways that we are currently using our voice in our communication. Are we being as honest and transparent as we can be? Are we being loving, compassionate, and forgiving with ourselves and others? Are we, on the other side of that, are we using our voice for gossip or criticism or judgment of others? Or are we using it to honor and celebrate them? So, with some soulful transparency and compassionate reflection, we can decide what we want to improve upon and then direct our focus onto and into upgraded ways of expressing our truth and realize that, you know, the impact of our sharings on our own personal journeys as well as with others. So, it's important to remember that transparency leads to transformation. Transparency leads to transformation. So the more transparent you are with yourself, about yourself, the more transformation can occur. That really is the key to conscious evolution and realizing ourselves as pillars of light, blazing through and blessing everything and everyone on our path. So the desire to grow and evolve and expand the way that we express ourselves is really important if we want to consciously improve, accelerate, and allow for an advancement on a soul level in our daily experience. And what's really beautiful, and I love noticing this in people, is every voice carries a vibrational tone. It's a unique melody, an energetic signature that is reflective of the level of light from the soul that one has integrated and embodied. And so it's always changing and evolving. So if there is a dull or a heavy or a monotonous tone to one's melody, it only means they haven't claimed or celebrated the light that they are. And so, how do you let the light in? Well, you practice feeling gratitude, appreciation, and celebration for yourself and for life on a consistent basis. Last week on the show, I mentioned approaching each day with the intention to find reasons to celebrate yourself, your life, and those around you. Affirming that every morning, like today, I intend to find reasons to celebrate myself, my life, and those around me. And this is how we ignite the light of our soul and we literally lighten up our vibration. And then it can be expressed through our voice, through our communication, through that melody that I just mentioned, through our auric field, through our smile, through our laughter. As the light comes through you, that upgraded tone or melody that reflects more of the light of your soul is evidenced as you speak in the melodious expression of your voice. So when our evolutionary journey becomes more and more conscious, the power of the soul can be felt and realized more clearly in the harmonics that we're expressing. So it is a really beautiful thing to notice your expression evolving as you evolve and as your joy is expanding and your capacity to connect with others will happen more easily, gracefully, wonderfully. When the tone and the quality of your messages is upgraded and your divine delivery is enhanced, it produces the potential for heart to heart openings and connections. It produces the potential for awakening, for healing, for soulful exchanges that are empowering and kind and compassionate and meaningful. That's 5D living. um, so when we set the intention to be harmonizers in as many moments as possible, our voice becomes a tool for progression rather than regression. It becomes an avenue for unification and a vessel of illumination that brings vibrational value into the world. Don't you want to bring vibrational value through? um, so, our voice and our vessel, then they start to bring value to our ascension adventure and to our relationships. So, what a gift this is, not only for our own soul's evolutionary journey, but to everyone that we encounter, our loved ones, and anyone who enters our experience on a daily basis. They become elevated and blessed. So, whether it's just a simple moment, encountering a stranger on a walk or in the grocery store, or whether it's with your family members or business associates on a daily basis. They become blessed and elevated in your presence because your voice becomes a vessel of the divine and you become a harmonizer. Um, and as we become more and more devoted to being awakened souls on this planet, intending to bring kindness, compassion, joy, new possibilities, new potentials, new realities into existence, our voice is one of the primary tools for the creation of new earth. New earth. Is realizing the embodiment of compassion, kindness, creativity, bliss, beauty, paradise energies, and to be of service on this planet, to be a positive, progressive player and participant. Let's see if I can repeat that. To be a progressive, positive partaker, player, and participant. It's really important to claim and utilize as many avenues as we can to make a difference, a loving difference, an empowering difference for this world. As I shared last week, old ways cannot open new doors. And so, old patterns, old limiting patterns of using your voice, disempowering patterns of communication, autopilot reactions, unkind patterns of projection, all of that must be dissolved so that empowering new 5D patterns can be reflected in our voices and in our choices. Um, when the words we speak and the messages that we share are intentionally honest, kind, pure, intentionally empowering, intentionally harmonious, intentionally compassionate, and clear, we support the creation of new earth where love leads. And love leads and opens new playing fields of experience for us. So it opens those doorways in our consciousness mansion that I talk about all the time. As we evolve as a soul, it is imperative that our voice reflects that progression. And this involves releasing any old, impure, outdated programs of expression, any outdated methods of disharmonious communication. This requires absolute, authentic transparency with ourselves and with others. And giving and receiving communication that is rooted in transparency, divine transparency, is essential for our spiritual evolution. And it's important to highlight that extending transparency and also receiving transparency are equally important when it comes to expression and communication. So I want to throw out some more questions. I'm feeling inspired to do that. So some good questions to ask ourselves in as many moments as possible. And this is all about igniting awareness, because awareness equals alchemy. That's the doorway to change and alchemy. So is what I'm about to say honest? Is it pure? Is it kind? Is it judgment free? Is it transparent? Another question you could ask, will this message or will these words vibrationally or energetically reflect my soul's highest expression? Is it coming from my heart? Will it serve to connect me with this person or in this situation? Does it allow the potential for growth within me and anyone else involved? Will it propel me forward into higher, more joyful experiences? Will it cause me to be a prisoner of my past or a conscious crusader and pioneer of my future? Now, that's the best question of all. So I'm going to repeat that one. Will it cause me to be, will this communication that I'm about to express, will it cause me to be a prisoner of my past or a conscious crusader and pioneer of my future? Yeah, we want to be these crusaders, these pioneers. So, those are some powerful, potent questions to have swimming around in your consciousness as you go about your day to day life and become aware of the ways that your voice and your expression are impacting your life. What are they creating? Do you want to perpetuate what they're creating, or do you want to create something else? It feels significant to share also a little bit about our inner voice, because our inner voice is equally as important as our outer voice. So begin to notice your inner dialogue. That little running commentary, we want it to become conscious and recognize its impact on your external reality. Your inner voice powerfully influences the creation of your physical circumstances. It influences your health, your finances, your relationships, your capacity to give and receive love. So it's not only our verbal communication, it's the inner dialogue that directs energy into motion and validates precisely the presence of whatever we're saying in our reality. So there is vibrational validation of your voice in your everyday life. Notice it. There is vibrational validation of your voice in your everyday life. So as you become aware of your circumstances, your relationships, your finances, your health, you're going to see the direct correlation between what's taking place internally and what is being experienced externally. And that is so empowering to realize. So last week, I talked about cultivating a vibrationally valuable vocabulary. A vibrationally valuable vocabulary. So, as you do this, you actually upgrade the quality of your day to day life, because everything that you speak out loud or that you speak internally generates the building blocks of your reality. So this involves deliberately deleting commonly used words or phrases that deflate your light. So deliberately delete anything that deflates your light, anything that diminishes your dreams, anything that disempowers your desires, deliberately delete it. Anything that dampens your divinity, delete it deliberately. We want to replace all of that with vibrationally valuable words, vibrationally valuable phrases, ideas, and beliefs that amplify your worthiness, that give wings to your dreams, so you can soar, and that cultivate your confidence. So you want your vocabulary, that inner vocabulary and the external verbal expression, to create clarity rather than confusion. You want it to perfectly align with your soul's infinite potential and the realization of that potential rather than the diminishing of it. So everything that we talk about here requires reflection and awareness, because as I mentioned a few minutes ago, that's the key to alchemy. Awareness is the key to alchemy and change. So as you begin to kindly and compassionately reflect and become soulfully aware of the words that you're saying to yourself or to others, and as you begin to ask yourself, is what I'm saying or sharing vibrationally valuable? Does it directly reflect and correspond with what I want to see in my reality? Is it vibrationally valuable? Is it propelling me forward in my life? If you can answer yes, then stay on that path of communication because it's working for you. If you can't answer yes, then it's time to replace the disempowering voice with a vibrationally valuable voice. It's time for an upgrade to reflect 5D paradise and to reflect your desire for evolution, your desire for positive change, your desire to be a crusader, a conscious crusader and pioneer on this planet. So when we realize that our inner voice and our outer voice, they become the script writers of our lives, we become far more discerning and clear about what is being created. Is our voice, is it creating a loving world or a hostile world? Is our voice creating a life experience where we feel victimized consistently? Or is our voice creating a world where we are celebrated and honored for the beautiful being of light that we are? Is our voice serving to create new earth, or is it perpetuating the limitations of 3D reality? We have such a powerful role to play here. We carry so much divine, authentic power, and this can be evidenced through our voices and our choices, when we become intentional and deliberate with our delivery. As we commit to deliberate divine delivery, and I'm going to say that again so it anchors into your consciousness, deliberate divine delivery, life changes, life expands, life upgrades for us. So let's get very clear and transparent with ourselves. That's the only way to evolve and consciously contribute to your soul's evolutionary journey. And I want to take a moment and say that if you've just tuned in, you're listening to the Carrie Murphy Show, Ignite the Light of Your Soul. Today, my topic is 5D communication, your 5D communication upgrade, sovereign expression, divine delivery, and absolute transparency. I'm talking about a vibrationally valuable voice upgrade. And you can listen to today's replay and all my replays at carriemurphy.com, CARIMURPHY.com, or on iTunes. Please rate the show, comment on the show. I want to get your feedback. Okay, so now let's dive right back in. I'm going to dive in with another question. These are openings. Questions are openings. Are you utilizing your voice to create new potentials for yourself and for the planet? Or are you unconsciously allowing your voice to keep you stuck in cycles of disharmony? Whether it's physical disharmony, emotional disharmony, mental, spiritual, financial. The journey of personal empowerment, which is what this show is all about, involves speaking your truth with an open heart, with kindness, with compassion, and blending that with discernment, with divine discernment. So there is an awareness of your communication with regard to timing, with regard to circumstances, and what's really necessary to share. So this broadcast is devoted to reminding you that you have a choice in the way you utilize your voice. You have a choice in the way you utilize your voice. And I'm attempting to highlight this in as many ways as possible today so that this information anchors in your consciousness, um, because your voice can either raise your vibration or lower it. Your voice can expand your reality or collapse it. Your voice can ignite your light or diminish it. And you know what? It won't have anything to do with anyone else but you. But that's very empowering to realize that we hold the divine power to consciously up level our life experience with our voices, with our choices. And this isn't just about our own personal ascension, adventure, and evolution as a soul. This is about the evolution of our planet and the progression of our collective consciousness. We are here to play an empowering role in the creation of new earth. And yet it's up to us to claim that role as a purposeful participant. Say yes to being a purposeful participant. When we become more clear and decisive, I love that word decisive, about our role as a purposeful participant in creating a beautiful new earth paradise, life becomes a lot more enjoyable and fun because we're taking the reins. We're decisively directing, divinely and decisively directing our soul into the highest playing fields and arenas of consciousness available on the planet today. And they just continue to expand, by the way. When you become decisive about this, your voice begins to carry the vibrations of love, of enthusiasm, of passion, excitement, joy, inspiration, empowerment. So becoming decisive about this requires an empowered declaration from you, that you're ready, you're willing, you're able to make some changes to create a shift, a powerful upward spiraling shift with your voice, with your communication. And so when you consciously utilize your voice in this new way by declaring your excitement to consciously create your life on purpose and with purpose and passion, new beautiful gateways, paradise gateways of opportunity open up for you organically, beautifully, and consistently. And then your relationships flourish, your abundance will multiply, your creativity will flow. Your purpose will come alive, and your eagerness and excitement for fulfilling your divine purpose will ignite. So your voice will begin to reveal your connection, your divine connection and alignment with your soul. And that harmonic tone that I spoke about earlier, that precious melody of yours, it's going to be felt by others in a new way. It will be uplifting, inspiring. It'll be easy to hear, easy to receive, easy to feel. So as you grow, as you evolve, as you expand, the vibration of your voice also evolves, and your harmonic signature begins to reflect higher and higher frequencies. The result is brilliant soulful success, brilliant connection with others, brilliant illumination of your light, and a brilliant expression of your unique gifts and talents and potentials. And isn't it exciting to realize that you can determine the direction of your evolution on this planet? You can implement empowering practices to decide and determine the direction of your destiny. See if I can repeat that. You can decide and determine the direction of your destiny instead of feeling disempowered, instead of feeling victimized or believing that you don't have any control over this. You have absolute creative control of your choices and responses when you claim creative power and control over your divine destiny. It's why I present all of these tools and practices and ways to cultivate a greater sense of empowerment, so you can decide and you can determine the direction of your destiny with clarity and confidence, knowing that you have your higher self, your I am presence, your soul's team of angels and guides, the company of heaven supporting you every step of the way. And especially when you ask for that support, welcome it in, invite it in. The divine is always directing you, but you have to be aware of it. Um, and in fact, it's likely that the divine directed you to this broadcast today, because when we're open, our higher self, our guides, our angels, our teams of light in the heavenly realms, the higher realms, will steer us in the direction of the information that will support our soul's evolutionary journey. That's why we're alive. We're not alive to just mess around and and die, and that's it. This is an evolutionary journey that is endless, and so it's important and significant what we do with our journey. So celebrate yourself for being open and finding yourself in this sacred circle, in this soulful sanctuary that is designed for spiritual empowerment. It is designed as a unity community for you to feel loved, for you to feel divinely supported and uplifted, and to realize that you're not alone on this journey. So it's my greatest wish that these messages, these divinely inspired messages, inspire you to refine your voice, refine your expression, refine your communication, so that you feel sovereign. And what does that mean? That word is out there a lot these days. Sovereign, it means that you cultivate freedom for yourself by upgrading your patterns of speech. You cultivate freedom for yourself by upgrading your frequency and your vibration. You cultivate freedom by realizing your role as a divine creator of your experience through your voice, through your voices and your choices. So sacred sovereignty, I love that phrase, sacred sovereignty, in the most supreme state. Sacred sovereignty in its most supreme state is a selection for your soul, a sacred selection. All these S's are running through my consciousness. Okay, so sacred sovereignty is a selection in its most supreme state. It is a choice. It is a commitment. It is a dedication to cultivating your own liberation, a liberating lifestyle led with love. Because why not? That's how free you are. You can create a liberating lifestyle led with love, love for yourself, love for the planet, love for all. So give yourself permission. Let yourself become a vehicle and a vessel of vibrational value. Give yourself full and complete permission to become a vehicle and a vessel of vibrational value. Let your voice, your vibration, and your vision, your voice, your vibration, and your vision powerfully ignite the light of your soul, powerfully ignite your sense of sovereignty, your embodiment of sovereignty, not just the intellectual understanding of it, but like you feel free, you embody sacred sovereignty. And you can let your voice fuel and fan the flames of freedom from the inside out. That's what we're highlighting today. So let your voice resurrect your light. Allow a magical melody flow through you. Let it replace the old out of tune melody. And how do you do that? No longer give life through your voice to the limiting beliefs, the disempowering stories, the cycles of victimization. Don't give it life through your voice. No longer empower those limiting beliefs or disempowering stories with your voice. Just let them fall away by not saying them anymore, because we actually give birth, we give life to anything that we proclaim and we speak of. And it's important to emphasize that we actually give birth and life to anything that we proclaim and speak of. That is so powerful to realize. So anytime you find yourself about to use your voice to perpetuate chaos, drama, poor health, trauma, doubt, duality from the past, just stop yourself. practice the pause. Practice the pause and make a powerful new decision to give birth and life to new creations, new empowering stories, vibrant health, wonderful relationships, flow of money and vitality and abundance and prosperity. Give life to that with your voice. Oftentimes, if we meet new people or we're in conversation with somebody, we can unconsciously repeat the same old stories about our life, about our health, about our finances that can keep us locked in a very limited reality of our own creation. Of our own creation. So when we commit to our soul's evolutionary journey and progress and advancement, we can declare that from this moment forward, and you can say it out loud now, from this moment forward, I will only give birth and life to ideas, beliefs, stories, and potentials that expand my reality, that lead to new expansive possibilities in my life, in my relationships, with my health, with my finances. Because, abundance can multiply for us. Prosperity pathways can open. Why not? Prosperity pathways. Let purposefully open prosperity pathways. Sacred relationships can appear. Success can be uninterrupted. How? Just by claiming the power of our voices and our choices and our vision and our vibration. Yeah, our voices, our vision, our vibration, so important. That's what's creating our reality. So let your divine delivery, your pure, purposeful expression, let it elevate everything. Let it produce pleasure. Let it produce passion. Let it produce prosperity. Let's just put purity into it all. Let's intend for a dynamically divine delivery in as many moments as possible. So the purpose of all of these practices is to position yourself as a pillar of peace. Let's see if I can repeat that. The divine purpose of all of these practices that I'm sharing, the purpose of these practices is to position yourself as a pillar of peace on this planet. I feel that it is very empowering and exciting to realize that we can actually participate in the creation of 5D paradise. Heaven on earth. That's heaven on earth. That's why we're here. This is just a frequency field, by the way. It's accessed through our energy, through our vibration. And so when we come together here each week, my intention is for our vibration to rise so that we can soar, fly, visualize yourself soaring into new playing fields of experience, new realities, new potentials, new opportunities to explore new rooms in your consciousness mansion. And I want to extend an invitation to you right now. I want you to, if you are inspired to, incorporate some new practical practices to allow these messages to become rooted in your awareness and reality. So it shifts from information or just knowledge into applied wisdom in your experience. And what I'm feeling inspired to share there are some powerful ways. I'm going to give you 2 powerful ways to enhance the vibrational value of your voice, and your verbal expression or your internal expression. And one way is by creating personalized proclamations, divine declarations, whatever phrase you like best, a personal proclamation or a divine declaration. All these really are, I just like playing with words because words hold power. These are amplified affirmations, okay? So to me, personalized proclamations, divine declarations, they're just amplified affirmations because they're declared with the power of your soul. So I want to encourage you this week, let your creative energy flow. Write down some personalized proclamations of your own. And remember that the most powerful proclamations begin with the words, I am. I am. Never put anything, after I am that you don't want to see in your reality. Okay. I am radiant. I am vibrant. I am healthy. I am prosperous. I am, but you want it to be juicy. You want it to be really creative. You want it to really ignite your soul. So perhaps come up with 3 divine declarations or decrees that you can write down. Make a few copies of them, place them in different areas of your home, your car, your office, or where you get dressed in the morning. And then do this for yourself. Make a personal commitment to yourself that you're going to read them out loud each day because we want this vocalized. I want you to feel the vibration of the words raising your frequency. And then you'll notice your personal melody that I've talked about. The harmonics of your voice will change. As you do this consistently, you'll notice how your melody begins to shift each day and each week as you commit to this practice every day. Your melody will change. It will upgrade, and so will your reality. And it feels important to highlight that these divine declarations, they are most potent and powerful and beneficial when they support a state of being, rather than a physical desire for a material manifestation. I'm talking about have your divine declarations support a state of being, empowerment, radiance, vitality, prosperity, abundance. In other words, they amplify a sense of empowerment from within you. And then they serve as building blocks for your vibrationally valuable vocabulary. And they contribute to the creation of a 5D paradise reality that includes radiant health, sacred love, compassionate relationships, inner peace, quantum prosperity, infinite abundance, and renewed vitality and creativity. Doesn't that sound amazing? Well, you get to create that to the greatest degree that you wish. So have fun with that purposeful, playful exercise and enjoy igniting your creative power and flow as you allow these personal divine declarations and proclamations to come through, and let them serve as the building block for your new 5D reality. These practices are really just intended to help you cultivate a conscious connection with your soul. Cultivate a conscious connection with your soul. And so allow them to fuel your voice, fuel your communication, and harmonize your expression. Just have fun with it. Glow forth, not just go forth, glow forth and glide in all your grace and glory. Why not? There are all the G words right there. Glow forth and glide in all your glory. Birth a new 5D melody that is aligned with your soul's highest and most beautiful potentials. We're here to participate in the co-creation of a new paradigm on this planet. And these upgrades are an essential component of that co-creation. So let there be lightness in your tone. Let there be lightness in your expression and your communication. Raise the volume of your vibrational tone, the volume of your vibrational tone to reflect 5D consciousness. Activate the 5D consciousness codes with intention, and you will transcend the limitations of 3D communication and expression. When you intend to vocalize the tones of new earth with the power of your voice. What are these tones? The tones of joy, the tones of celebration, the tones of compassion, the tones and codes of radiance and beauty and vitality, the tones of generosity and harmony. Those are the tones of 5D consciousness, 5D earth. Then you'll serve as a loving light leader of this new paradigm. And what a gift that is for all souls on the planet. May all of our voices, every single one of you, may all of our voices gloriously and victoriously illuminate our highest potentials and possibilities. So this exceptionally powerful, this exceptional energetic expansion of your expression. So there's some ease there. Um, I always intend to just be a vessel, a pure vessel for the divine. And it kind of cracks me up when some of these things come through. Um, the exceptional energetic expansion of your expression, when it's combined with a vibrationally valuable upgrade in your voice and a clear conscious clarification of your communication, this is going to transform your entire life experience. You're going to be able to experience this new earth paradise that is available when you daringly decree, when you daringly declare, when you daringly decide to refine, upgrade, and harmonize who you are in this world. And this accelerated harmony, it's a choice. It is a choice during this monumental ascension process on our planet. It is a choice. It is an option. It is an opportunity for all of us to have this upgrade. It's claim yourself as the creative master of your physical reality. That is your opportunity, and just to claim it. When you allow for this 5D communication upgrade, you will fly on wings of wonderment because you will have realized the tremendous benefits of your dedication and devotion to your evolution and expansion. We are alive to realize the potential of experiencing heaven on earth. And your devotion to igniting the divine, your devotion to the divine delivery, your voice, your expression, your communication, it will powerfully contribute to the realization of new earth paradise for us all, for yourself and for us all. Glorious new gardens in that consciousness mansion of yours are going to reveal themselves. This vibrational upgrade in your voice, in your expression, expands the playing fields of your reality. That expansion will not allow you to live in a 3D consciousness shack any longer. You got to move out of there. You're going to soar and you're going to thrive, and you're going to delight in the new wings and hallways and pathways and gardens of your consciousness mansion, because everything is frequency. And so everything I've been talking about today and the frequency enhancements that will happen, they're going to impact every single aspect of your reality. So it's time to rejoice in the jewels and the gems that are going to be activated. The jewels and the gems, they're going to glow within you and around you as you make this upgrade. There are infinite rewards that become available when we commit to our conscious evolution and to a renewal of our radiance. So let your upgraded melody reveal this renewal of your radiance. Turn up the vibrational volume of the divine. Enjoy the purposeful practice of upgrading your expression as often as you can. And all it takes is awareness, conscious awareness, to just bring that into play, this purposeful practice of upgrading your expression in as many moments as possible. And there's something that I started doing here when I relaunched this show last week. I don't know, 3 weeks ago, I can't remember when. Because I realized, and I'm doing it on my Straight Talk for the Soul series as well. I realized the power of a unity community like this, with all of you beautiful beings stationed all around the planet, like little lights, big lights, grand lights, all over the world. So what I want to do is take this opportunity, and I want to invite each and every one of you to join hands and hearts with every soul in this sacred circle. Just envision it, feel it, set the intention to radiate love, radiate kindness, radiate compassion into each and every heart, as well as to every soul on the planet. Intend to radiate that love outward, and also feel the waves coming back to you. Feel the waves of love uniting us all, blessing us all. Let's embrace the potent power of this unity community to heal, uplift, and bless all members of this community, all voices, all choices. May they be empowered, divine voices and choices. And I know, and I have been guided to do this, that I know that this purposeful practice with all of us will produce infinite blessings. It will allow us to experience 5D paradise. So thank you for being here and participating in that. And today, as we've been highlighting the tremendous power of our voice, I encourage you to declare out loud your intention, daily, if you wish, to radiate that love, radiate that kindness and compassion to every soul here, every soul on the planet. This is a space, a sacred space that I've created for ensuring a state of safety and security and support and stabilization for your soul and for all souls. So I want us to really validate our worthiness to experience heaven on earth. And it's a blessing that you've shown up. I appreciate you showing up, for playing. I appreciate you participating, for giving this community the gift of your presence, because you are a light leader. Or you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be listening. So I want to wish you an empowering week, an absolutely empowering week. Remember to join me for my Straight Talk for the Soul series. I go live tomorrow. I do that show Fridays, Mondays, Tuesdays. Yeah. I do this one Thursdays, but all of these are unity communities. So I would love to share that time and space with you, and then come back together live with all of you here in this sacred space next Thursday. And every Thursday at 12 noon Pacific. You can find the information, ways to listen, and much more at CarrieMurphy.com, CarriMurphy.com, and StraightTalkForTheSoul.com. And until next time, as I've been sharing, put the light in your enlightenment. And remember that laughter leads to liberation. Dancing delights the divine. And playfulness propels you. It propels you into your purpose, my friends. So laugh, dance, smile, flow, soar, play, take flight, beautiful beacons of light. And I will see all of you back here next week. I'll be ready to play, all lit up and ready. So thank you for joining us, and I will see you next week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to The Carrie Murphy Show. Ignite the light of your soul. Carrie honors and celebrates you for being a part of this powerful unity community of souls from all corners of the globe. It is Carrie's greatest wish that you feel at home in this intentionally created sacred space and soulful sanctuary. Visit Carrie at CarrieMurphy.com as well as StraightTalkForTheSoul.com to gain access to all of Carrie's offerings. And we look forward to seeing you back here in this playground of light next week.